You know that feeling when someone starts slipping away from you, right? It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's slow. It's quiet, it's short replies, it's long silences. It's the warmth turning into something cold, something you don't recognize anymore. And what makes it worse is that your heart wants to do something about it. Reach out, explain yourself, explain them, hold on tighter. But the brutal truth that nobody tells you is this: the more you chase someone who's already pulling away, the faster they'll disappear. And not because you're lacking or not worthy, but because they stopped feeling the weight of your presence. When something is always there, always available, it becomes background noise. People don't value what they believe they'll never lose. It's human nature. But this isn't about manipulation, and it's definitely not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping into a different kind of power. Not desperate power, but silent, steady, grounded, masculine power. The kind of presence that's missed, not because you forced them to miss you, but because you removed the comfort they got used to. You interrupted their pattern, and that interruption wakes people up. So they stop assuming you'll always be around. They start realizing that access to you isn't automatic anymore, it's earned. And that's when everything shifts. But that shift doesn't happen when you chase, text, or explain. It happens in silence, in space, in letting the echo of your absence speak louder than any words ever could. And in that moment, it's not about hurting them, it's about reminding yourself that you were never supposed to beg for something that should have been mutual all along. You don't pull them back by force. You let your absence do what your presence never could, make them realize what they lost. One of the biggest mistakes people make in relationships is thinking that consistency means constantly being available, texting first every time, saying yes to every invitation. It's always being there whenever they need you, no matter how they treat you. And at first, it feels like the right thing to do. You tell yourself that you're just being loyal, that love is about showing up. But here's the truth. Most don't want to admit attraction doesn't die because of distance. It dies because of predictability.
Ow.
You'll respond when they can predict that you'll always be there. No matter how they show up, the mystery disappears. And when the mystery dies, so does the tension that keeps things alive. It's not about playing games. People are drawn to what they can't fully figure out, to what keeps them guessing, to what makes them lean in closer to understand more. If you're always available, always easy to reach, always explaining yourself, there's no reason for them to wonder about you anymore. No contrast, no spark. You have to pull back, not as punishment, but as a way to protect your own value. Let them feel that uncertainty for once. Let them experience what it feels like not to know where they stand with you. That discomfort. It creates gravity. People chase what they feel slipping away, not what's always in their pocket.
You don't
have to be rude. You don't have to be cold. Just stop being predictable. Stop being the one who texts first every time. Let silence do the work that words can't. Predictability makes you forgettable, but contrast, mystery, that makes you unforgettable. And that's how you stop chasing and start attracting, not by force. Just by shifting your energy. Most people think the only way to get someone's attention is by talking, explaining, sending paragraphs, trying to get closure, trying to make them see your worth. But the truth is, your words don't carry half as much weight as your energy does. Energy speaks before you do. People can feel it when you've shifted, even before you post, before you text, before you say anything. It's subtle, but powerful. When you stop giving someone the constant reassurance they used to get from you, when you stop sending the just checking in texts, when you stop reacting to their distance, something happens that no words can. Replicate. The silence becomes heavy. The absence starts speaking. It echoes in ways that are uncomfortable for the person who used to depend on your attention like oxygen. Here's the part you need to understand. They might act like they don't notice. They might post like they're happy, laugh like nothing's missing, but energetically, they feel it. People always feel when your energy pulls back. The biggest mistake is thinking you need to explain that shift. You don't. Your calm becomes the statement. Your non-reaction is the announcement. Your glope is the headline. When you stop performing for their attention, you take back your power. You don't owe them an explanation for your peace. You don't have to send one last long message trying to make them understand your heart. The version of you who did that before was operating from need. This new version doesn't need closure from anyone but themselves. And that's when it hits them the hardest. Not because you told them you're done, but because your silence said it without speaking at all. And silence? That's the language of real strength. Most people don't realize that silence isn't supposed to be a waiting room. It's not a place to sit around hoping someone comes back. It's not about staring at your phone, checking their posts, wondering if they're thinking about you. That mindset is passive, and passivity kills your growth. The real move here isn't waiting, it's rebuilding. Right now, in this exact moment, you're standing at a crossroads. One road leads to sitting in the same cycle, hoping they come back so you can feel whole again. The other road leads to you becoming someone so evolved, so sharp, so steady that even if they returned, you wouldn't be the same person they left. And that's the secret nobody tells you. They don't really miss you, they miss the version of you they once knew. The version that was still figuring things out. The one that was still hoping for validation. But that version is over. Now you're building stronger routines. Your mind is sharper, your spirit calmer, your presence heavier. You're not doing this to prove a point to them. You're doing this to break cycles for yourself. Because the truth is, they might come back, they might not. But by the time that happens, you'll be standing in a completely different chapter of your life. One where you don't need anyone to come save you. What's powerful isn't silence, it's what you do in the silence. They don't expect you to evolve, they expect you to wait. That's exactly why rebuilding in private is the strongest move you can make. Let them think what they want. While they're wondering about you, you're building the version of yourself they'll never be able to forget, Evan, if they never admit it. It's how you win, quietly, completely, unapologetically. Let's talk about the part nobody prepares. You fourth the moment they finally reach out again. Maybe it's a random text. Maybe it's a late night I miss you, or some excuse to start a conversation. Most people, when this happens, celebrate like they won something, like the silence was a strategy to get them back. But that's not how this works. Their return is not a celebration. It's an evaluation. Don't lose yourself just because someone suddenly realized your value. Ask yourself real questions. Why are they back? Did they grow too? Are they just uncomfortable now that they've lost the comfort you used to give for free? Are they here because they miss you, or because someone else didn't work out? Too many people make the mistake of accepting the past back into their life without checking if that past is even worthy of their future. You're not that same version of yourself anymore. The man they left isn't the man standing here right now. And that means they don't get automatic access to your life just because they decided to remember you. They have to earn it. Return, it's not about whether they like you, it's about whether you like who they've become. You're not desperate for their attention anymore. You've healed. You've grown. You've built a life that doesn't depend on them for meaning. If they fit into that new life, fine. If not, even better. The goal was never to make them miss you. The goal was to remember your own worth so deeply that you never beg for crumbs again. That's real strength. Real peace. And by the time they reach out, they won't be meeting the person they left. They'll be standing in front of someone they don't even recognize anymore. That's power.